It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's going to have to air it out playing.
About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on a Thursday night. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. A Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 23 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. The master of play action, Rodgers. Pass caught right side by Conklin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it is the rookie from Wisconsin. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And you just have to love the running style of Braylon Allen, Mike. I mean, for a guy of his size, it just seems like defenders kind of bounce off of him when they try to tackle him. He's fast. He's nimble. He can both absorb and avoid contact. And on top of his big playability, he's a guy that has a nose for the...
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick. out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Stroud. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down for Houston.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Where's the hot?
From the gun, here's Stroud. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they do not get it done. On 4th down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Texans offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want.
Here we go, let's go.
2nd and a yard.
Hey, uno.
Stroud gives it to Pierce. He'll push forward for about a yard. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down.
On the quick, right?
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw, it's Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still 1st down.
Look at high.
In motion now, it's Collins. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Second and 7. Another run here with Hall. Third and 6. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again here. Second and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. Nice catch there by Williams, and he's able to move the chains, and while he finds himself now in a new uniform here in New York, it's just nice to see him able to return from injury just to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Schultz is the motion man. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
A throw left side finds Dell. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Second down and 8.
Where's the hot? Where's the hot? Here we go.
Stroud to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And third down coming up. To throw is Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. He has been as good as any receiver in the league in the first half of the year, and to that point, he has gone over 1,000 yards, and we still have a lot of season left. What a start. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, south. Good.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his big tight end, Schultz. And he's into the end zone. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Rodgers here on second down. Now he takes off. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He's going to look for the home run ball.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here we go. Robin.
On second down, Stroud. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. I believe the Texans got this one back. They did, and they will keep possession. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Stroud. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he is going to score! A pick-6 for the touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and their big play wideout getting set. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. On comes Greg Zerline to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. Zerline's kick is good. And the Jets will cut the lead down to 4.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A second down throw for Stroud. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, left side. He's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Texans first down. Now Mixon. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. Think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, Rodgers. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll go again with Hall. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets cut the deficit down to 1. And Zuerlein comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. He'll work forward for a couple. Tony Adams there on the stop. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Going up top. And that one is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are going to open up the lead to 8. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over possession of the football. This secondary will get a lot. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. A pass caught right side by Conklin.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
So, 3 quarters have come and... Play action now with Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Play fake. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers has done this long enough. Gives himself up at the end, but he's got a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
That penalty is declined.
Second down, Rodgers. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Rodgers. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll stick to the ground. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Offense.
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. 19 Texas.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this one is hauled in. What a grab. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 50 yards.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches, generate big, explosive plays, primarily through the air. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, Doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
To the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Here now, second down and goal.
Whoa.
Dell motioning over. Again, it'll be Mixon. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A first down throw from Rodgers. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It is second down and 5. They'll drop to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Rodgers going up top again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the gun, Rodgers. They'll come up now for second down. Rodgers.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Pierce. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Fairbairn to add the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.